What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Live Writer Podcast. I'm your host, writer and novelist Edward Anthony, here to bring you yet another Live Writer episode. Today, I will be doing another book review. This one is entitled Deprecated. It is a post-apocalyptic young adult novel written by Michael Karr, and it was released on the 14th of this month. If I'm not mistaken, this is my first time reading a book from this particular genre. I've always wanted to read more into the post-apocalyptic dystopian type of books. They usually have very intriguing storylines, so I was definitely looking forward to reading this one. But before I get into that, I want to quickly announce that as of last night, Live Writer has officially reached over 100 plays, which for me personally is pretty good, especially considering that this podcast was launched 3 months ago, and this is only my 10th recorded episode so far. Now on with the review. It is post-apocalyptic, or rather post-desolation, Seattle, Washington. The city has been leveled by a series of natural disasters, most notably a devastating earthquake that has left the town in shambles and only so many alive. Chief Administrator Nathaniel Steele, with his high aspirations and ambitions, along with upcoming technology, takes over and divides the city in between the elects, the fortunate who have been embedded with Nathaniel's advanced technology, and the norms, a class of poor and desolate individuals, which to me is a representation of the haves versus the have-nots. Nathaniel rules with an iron and unjust fist. While his elects enjoys the better life of the post-desolation, the norms are stuck with the crumbs of everything: outdated food, raggedy clothes, and only a limited amount of electricity throughout the day. The elects, the younger elects particularly, have their way with the norms, mostly the girls of the sector, entering their territory at a moment's notice to do whatever and whenever. Enter Riley Day and her crew. They are revolutionaries in the sense that they have decided to take matters into their own hands and stand against the elects. Throughout the story, Riley faces her own personal adversaries, makes an unlikely alliance, and is faced with a decision that could decide the very fate of herself and the norms. Overall, despite it being a slow reign as far as interest level, by that I mean, although the story itself is well written, it didn't pique my interest in terms of anticipation of what happens next until the 6th chapter. Once business picked up from there, the story never looked back. It has a unique ending and what seems to be, at least to me anyway, a cliffhanger. I have a feeling this won't be the last time we see the likes of Riley Day. I thought it was a very good read with interesting, well-developed characters. Personally, from a scale of 1 to 5, I rated it as a 4.5, but Amazon only allows you to rate in solid numbers, so I rated it as a 4. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the next post-apocalyptic story to hit the silver screen, but don't take my word for it. Pick up a copy of Deprecated today on Amazon.com and tell me what you think. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. If you like what you've heard today and want to support, you can become a monthly subscriber by visiting the listener support link, which is anchor.fm/live-writer, or becoming a monthly subscriber on my Patreon. The link is www.patreon.com/eanthony. You can also support by donating to my PayPal by visiting my blog pages where I have the PayPal button installed, which are edwardarthur.blogspot.com, pacersfever.blogspot.com, batiniarts.blogspot.com, and finally novelprofiles.blogspot.com. My books are available in ebook and paperback, with the exception of Maine, which is only available in ebook on Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, Kobo, Books A Million, and Smashwords. The Live Writer Podcast can be heard on 7 different platforms, including right here on Anchor, as well as Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Breaker, Pocket Cast, and Radio Public. You have just listened to the Live Writer Podcast. I'm writer and novelist Edward Anthony, and I will see you on the next one.